Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take another look at here at Bitcoin, kind of see what's going on. And not too much has really changed, honestly, mostly sideways action, but just want to kind of understand a little bit more about the short-term stuff and kind of see if we can identify anything at all. Starting with the one-day chart here, of course, we touched on this already, so some of this will be just kind of a quick refresher, but we did break that trend line here for the RSI, which is good. However, it doesn't mean too much considering the fact that we are kind of stuck at 38,000 and cannot seem to pass that. Yes, we got a candle wick up, but nothing's really effectively happened there yet. So the one day doesn't look, there's not much to really extract here, except we did have that little breakup and nothing really as far as a breakout is concerned. Mostly sideways action last 24 to 48 hours, which is concerning in a sense. It's just kind of a calm before the storm, you could say, because a lot of times when Bitcoin does this, it literally just drops its bottom or shoots straight up. Like there's almost no warning of what's going to happen. So it's really difficult to anticipate there just based on the technicals alone. But speculation and everything, if you were to kind of look at the big picture here, just know we're still in this downward trend. It's going to get tested here very, very soon, today or tomorrow, possibly. So we might see something similar too. So if we look back at just say, what was that date here? Yeah, it was the 20th of January. So roughly 10 days ago, we had this nice little pump, this little increase, then a sharp decrease afterwards. So just know if we were to have a decent, decent push to the upside, I would not feel comfortable with that until either A, the one-day candlestick closes completely, or we even get a second day of confirmation. All right, and the main reason why I say that is just because we've seen a lot of false positives, a lot of dead cats from Bitcoin to continue this downward trend. So until we officially break above that, and I would say we're up over some key level resistances, we shouldn't celebrate that yet. Okay, so just be mindful. Try not to go all in if you see that happen. But here's some good news. We do have the 50-day SMA below the price action presently. That's a good sign. That's notoriously resistance. So ultimately, in good shape there. We just want to be mindful of the 200-day SMA working its way down to 40,500. Okay, so there's a chance we could see those two intersect by the time the price gets up there, if that were to happen. I would not be surprised if the price trends closer to 40,000 or 40,500 and gets rejected from that sell wall there. Okay, again, something to be mindful of going into it. I don't personally feel like we're going to be bullish whatsoever, even if we were to break this trend line until we're back up above 40,000. That's just kind of my number, and I feel like we need to be above that to get any kind of confirmation, so to speak, as far as the macro is concerned. Micro and or midterm here, we can kind of tell that there is a potential transition. Yes, higher highs and higher lows are occurring on the smaller time frame, but I think that's reaching. Okay, so just bear in mind, nothing phenomenal here. We are up over 50 and under 70 on the RSI. That's a good sign for the midterm. So technically speaking, we're not in bad shape at all here, but you want to be mindful of how the price action happens in the next 24 to 48 hours, right? Mondays are notoriously some really interesting days, and we've seen a kind of this nice, quiet, slow increase over the weekend. That's a very, very standard thing. We got to be just, I guess, careful because, again, weekends are typically green in most cases because we got the layman's like you and I investing in Bitcoin, trying to average ourselves up or average ourselves down for the most part, right? But the difference there is the fact that there's no major movement on the weekends, and we're probably about to see some major movement here soon. So I just want you to be mindful of that and understand that we're not in the clear just yet. But let's look at some other indicators, see if there's anything else we can extract here on the 1 hour. We can sell that the Ichimoku cloud is not giving us any buy or sell signals. It's pretty much just a state of indecision. It's consolidation. That's how it happens, and you need to kind of just you don't want to take a stand on the you want to take a stand on the sidelines is what I'm trying to get at here. You do not want to try to take a position when there's a period of consolidation. You want to wait for a potential breakout or a breakdown, right? So the price were to break up, then perhaps you want to maybe consider a momentum play. If the price goes down, then you may want to consider a short, but again, a little too early to tell. We don't have a ton of information, and honestly, at this point, it could literally go either way. The fact that we're consolidating right at this resistance at 38,000 tells me we're probably going to break to the upside here, just based on the fact that it keeps testing that resistance level, and the more often you test something, more likely it is to break. So I think that on the short term, the micro for that matter, the 1 hour, we probably could expect another push to the upside to break this little trend. Everything's kind of coming to a head right now. And I think in the next 24 hours, we'll probably see a push to 40,000, but I wouldn't be surprised also if we get a rejection pretty hard off of 40. So if we get closer to 40,000, that might be a good consideration. Consider a short-term, short trade, right? Something that would allow for you to kind of sell high and buy low. All right. So in other words, some opportunities, of course, but We're not totally there yet until we kind of break free. I wouldn't say we have any confirmation. Even if we were to break above and just say it shoots up to 39,000 tomorrow, right? Do not get super excited. Yes, altcoins are going to pump a little bit, less fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but it is not going to be a sure sign that we're in the clear until we get some confirmation. So wait for the 1-day candlestick to close, perhaps even 2 days in a row above a certain key level support, which would be 38, 39,000 at that time, preferably 40,000, right? So again, just something to be mindful of. So Ichimoku Cloud doesn't tell us much. T Sequential is going to get a bunch of resets. So this is just a ridiculously boring behavior. Okay. Now, unless you are playing really short term, like 15-minute, ebbs and flows here, which, this is somewhat of a channel trade that you could take, because for the most part, you can kind of see the price just continues to go sideways here, right? If you just kind of play this channel, you might be successful. So again, be careful how you do that. You could do some stochastic plays in there. It's really up to you. But all in all, again, not much to really note here. I mean, even if we were to look and just say stretch it a little bit, you can see the EMA and VWAP lines. It's pretty much trending right at where the price action is at right now. Okay, so the VWAP, yes, is the price is rejecting under VWAP for the moment, but it'll likely be right back up above in just a little while, because I don't have a lot of I don't know, a coin like this, at least the way that it's behaving right now. I do not like to trade it because it's one of those things that unless you have a tight stop loss, it'll literally bite you in the butt one way or the other. So just be mindful of that. Yes, we have a nice little channel over the last 24 hours, but unless you're trading on really small scalping trades, for lack of better terms, there's really no reason to take entry at this exact moment in time. Dollar cost averaging is, of course, the best method and most effective way to go if you are considering adding to your position overall in the big picture, right? Again, depending on your overall trading plan, but I would say a short-term swing trade is not really ideal at this point. We want to kind of hold off and let Bitcoin decide what it wants to do first, and then we establish, what we want to do next. Okay. Again, we need confirmation over 40,000, in my personal opinion, before we are considered to be bullish. And of course, between now and then, do not just jump right in as soon as we see a price break above 38,000. I think I would be very hasty, and it would be a bad call just based on the fact that, yes, the likelihood of it continuing to the upside is higher. There's also a strong likelihood of the price getting rejected by this trend line, and of course, a little fake pump and dump just before that were to happen. Because then, again, let me remind you, every time it's tried to break this trend, take a look here. Comes up and straight back down. Comes up, straight back down. What's going to keep it from doing the same thing again, right? I don't know. I just feel like that might be a strong likelihood here in the near future. So again, until we get some good confirmation, 1 or 2 trading days above a key level resistance, such as 40,000, for example, then I am not feeling very confident with Bitcoin at the moment. Just be cautious if the price were to increase here in the near future. I don't think that would be a cause to just FOMO in or jump right in. By all means, dollar cost average right now. Just use small percentages and do not consider taking a large position right now, because we don't have any indication that the price wants to continue to progress upwards. Minus the fact that we have this ascending wedge pattern, of course. Yes, that does tell us that the price should break to the upside. In fact, it's tried once. It'll probably try again. But descending triangle essentially it's been continuing for almost 3 months now, and we need to respect that. So just be mindful and please understand. So I hope that I wasn't a broken record here today. I hope you can learn something, of course. If you want to become a community member, I would recommend considering that on the 1st. In fact, we're rolling out with our website platform early next month, our trading academy, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a really awesome month for us, but we're in that transition phase right now, so I greatly appreciate your patience. If you're currently a member, once again, thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon.